My babies, we are ushering in a brand new year. We're leaving all that garbage that happened in 2023 on the floor. It's no more. We're coming in strong. It's 2024. One of the things that I really don't believe in is uh New Year's resolution, because we go into that with this wholehearted, we're gonna do better. I've been saying this for like 17 years. Okay, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to be a lot less judgmental and critical. Okay, it's worked to a degree, but I like to call it like I see it. And I'm not trying to, ridicule anybody or talk to them down. When I say something that lets you know I am concerned about you. And a lot of people can go through New Year's resolution. Oh, I'm going to lose 50 pounds this year. And then by the time you get to January 17th, you're like, what did I say I was going to do? Oh, I missed that window. And we go back into the same crazy that we've been doing for years. And this time we always say, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. What we need to do is make a pledge to 2024. It's New Year's all around the world. I am so happy. See, I'm glad I can only blow this one horn. See, this is when I knew it was time for me to come out the streets at the New Year's party. They going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then all the noise break loose. I'm like, okay, that's just too loud. Do we just really need to bring that all in with all that noise? And yeah, we should be festive. We should greet it with loud noises and music and fun and I forgot to put on my good bra and my nice hair for y'all because I wanted you to know. Oh, I get a hat. Oh, okay. Okay, now don't I look like the Dunder? Wait a minute. I don't even think it's on right. Okay, it was on backward. They brought me a hat. See, they forget that we do this live, and it's a happy new year. Oh, y'all coming in? You coming in with me, Trey? You go? Okay, now see, I got my. Okay, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. I'm just trying to see if I trying to see if I can hear the sirens because we made it. That's fine, Black. That's Mississippi. Happy New Year, everybody! Oh my goodness, we got okay. Let me just take my hat off. I don't want to put my hair off too quick. My head and carry it. We need to keep the same festive energy up tomorrow and into February. We celebrate everything, right? We celebrate New Year's, we celebrate New Year's Eve, we celebrate Kwanzaa, we celebrate Hanukkah, we celebrate Christmas, Arbor Day, any day really pretty much that has a Y in it. And when we're celebrating and we're coming together and communing together, that's a lot less strife that we need to have in our lives. Let's make 2024 the year that we all understand that we are in this dog fight for our democracy. We're in this dog fight for our freedom. We are in this dog fight for reproductive measures. And people need to understand, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. You got all out your lane in 2023. You made some dumb, stupid mistakes. Okay, we get that. We're working very hard to forgive you for the crazy that you've done. What we got to do as American constituents, we got to do like our parents told us when we were kids. Hold hands and cross the street with the big people. Make sure you cross the street with the big people and hold hands, and we'll get across the street safely and together. We seem to have forgotten about what it means to be a community, what it means to be in a village, what it means to watch our young people grow and flourish because they are learning on the information that we're giving them about their ancestors, about their history. You can't be afraid of history. It's his story. Now you got to learn to tell your story, our story. And you don't let people just, try to just bamboozle you. Understand the information that you're being given. And a lot of the information is not correct. So in the 2024 year, We got so much stuff. We got so much to do, and we got to do it together. We are all in this together. I mean, I'm excited. Listen, I get excited about tomorrow. You know, when God woke me up this morning, oh, what can I say? Jumped up out my bed. I said, Lord, it's December 31st. You really did this for me. You really allowed me to get through this tumultuous year with all the things that are going on in your lives, all the things that are going on in my life. And see, this is why I'm coming to tell you guys, because listen, I have been through hell and gasoline underwear. Let me just tell you. And you can't have a testimony without a test. And we have all been tested. We've been tested to the brink of our relationship, tested to the brink of our marriages, of our children, of our and the mothers and fathers that we're taking care of, because we become the caregivers. And you got to stop and think about this. Why you sitting up there saying, oh, well, she'll be all right in a nursing home. Okay, he'll be okay. We're going to see him every now and then. You better think about what these people put into your life to make sure you had a stronger, a better life. Think about that. Scripture doesn't say you have to love your mother and father. Scripture says, honor thy mother and thy father, so that your days are long. You say nothing about your mom and daddy's days being long. No, talking about your days. So you think about that. Whatever faith you are walking in, you need to know that there are ancestors before you who deserve to see the fruits of their labor in you. I was gonna get it. Okay. Just because we're in the new year don't mean my tongue is gonna be falling out my face. You got to understand, you matter. Your voice needs to be heard. There's so much for us to do collectively, as mothers, as fathers, as sisters and brothers, as business owners, as small business owners. My shout out to the people who are involved and continue to uplift these nonprofit organizations so that our community can be better. You can do the very same thing. Listen, I'm wiping up the 2023, all the germs, all the craziness. They told me don't touch it, so I'm just, cleaning off with my hands. We got a whole new start. We get a start every day. Every day you wake up and you're able to hit the ground and you know who you are and you're clothed in your right mind. Okay, for me, it's most of my right mind. I ain't getting too crazy. Clothed in your right mind. You want to get up and just, you know that, because the devil is a liar. The devil is as soon as my feet hit the floor, he up again. Go somewhere else. And see, I'm going to go to the somewhere else before you get to the somewhere else, so he or she can say the same thing. Hot dog, we got a new day. We got a new day. Now we get a whole new year. We get a whole year. And you know what, really? Let's just keep this real. Some of us might not make it to the end of the year. We lost, several people have passed away and have made their transition, and they no longer have to deal with this of the world. Nonetheless, what they left, the generosity that they left, the learning lessons that they left is, it could get you. And you know who they are. My friend David McKnight, absolutely wonderful actor, passed away, and he was just a triumph champion to the end. See me, when I go, y'all all gonna know when I go, because I'm gonna be saying, and mother will say, and you'll go, did she just leave the planet on her radio program? It could be TV. I might fall out in it. Who knows? That's why we have to put as much effort into our everyday lives as we can. Don't wake up with a horror. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep, man. I'm telling you, that could just wear you out. Maybe, they always say, with your New Year's resolutions, start in baby steps. And so I had started like a few years ago, and I've gotten pretty good at keeping that commandment. Okay, there people will say, no, she didn't. I kept saying, I'm going to use a lot less vulgar language. I did. I said it. And I told y'all I'm down 2 heathens. I was 2.5 heathens. I'm down to a half a heathen. So 2024 is going to be the year that I wipe all the heathen, a half a heathen off. So I am, and because I know I'm a child of God, I know I am his daughter. Don't you tell anybody I said it. Don't you tell nobody I said it. I'm his favorite. Oh, just want y'all to know. Okay, back to the movie, folks. We've got so much work to do with ourselves, with our children, with our relationships. We got a lot of work to do. We got to work on loving our enemies, people that don't want to mean you no good. Scriptures say it's real easy for you to love people who are easy to love. Where the real sacrifice, where the real emotion comes is when you can see that emotion and a lovable spark in somebody who is not easy to love. And we know a lot of people that are not easy to love, whether they're in your family, whether they're your friends, whether they're whoever they are, it's hard to love people that you don't like. I remember our mother saying to us one time, she said, you know what? I love all of y'all. I do. I love y'all with my heart. I don't like any of y'all now. You know what that does to a teenager when that comes from your mother? You're like, I don't know what to do with that. Wow. Okay, she love me, but she don't like me. And you got to understand, like is way different from loving somebody. Love comes from deep within. So does light. Light has to come from your spirit. And when you don't want other people in your spirit, you pull off send out all these dark vibes and all this dark energy. And we can see it. Oh, maybe I can see it. I can see the colors around you. I can see the aura around you. I can feel your essence and I can feel the nastiness in your space. And that wasn't something that I was like, my God, why would you give me that kind of ability? That ain't right. Okay, that was a stupid move. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I was working to do a really stupid thing, to have a conversation with God, and then got with the stupid tone real fast. Well, see, Lord, if you don't barter with your Savior, you don't barter with the one that you see is omnipotent. You just got to be an obedient son, daughter, son-in-law, whatsoever you want to do. You just got to be able to stand in your truth. Stand in your truth. There's so many things. There's so many people I'm going to pray for 2024. My family, of course, and it's not just my four no more. It's all of our children. When you're an elder, these are all your children. You don't get to pick and choose who you help, who you stand up with, who you stand in the gap for, who you're going to be willing to go through the gauntlet for them. These are our children. You know what the song say? Teach the children well and they'll lead the way. And the craziness that people are, we can do better. And I know we can do better. And we will do better with open communication. Okay, you don't have to tell all your beeswax. Just tell the stuff that's going to help all of us collectively as human beings, because we only gonna come through this one time. Now you might remember, another time you were on the planet. I mean, I believe in reincarnation, and I believe when I come back, I'm not coming back as a horse or a butterfly. I'm gonna come back. I know I'm gonna come back as a human, because I know I got work to do. I was telling you, my husband, oh God, this cat is amazing. He is, because he loves me. He loves me anyway. And for all of you who know about my husband and I, you know this. Okay, who on here talking about? Okay, that's Prime Black. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my queen. Happy New Year to you, my prince. We got to hold on to each other like this. We got to hold on to each other like our life depended on it, because it does. We are not in this game by ourselves. We are not going through this world by ourselves. No, you can't even think for 1 second that you're in this alone. You are not. If you feel like that, call the number on the screen right now, 929-477-3088. That's 929-477-3028. Now, if we not the hotline. Oh, no, yes, we are the hotline. That's the number you can get to your mother love. That's the number you could call me and let me know if I could put a Band-Aid on the boo-boo of your heart. Just call, tell mother love, I'm listening. I hear you. I know how difficult this is, and especially during the holidays, you're missing your loved ones. I said, I want to go get crazy. I miss my sisters and my mom and them, mom and them, and them, ham and them, hon and them, mom and them. We going down to Eminem, we going down to mom and them. And we knew what that meant. Because, soon as you walk, you didn't even have to get up to the door. You could smell the fragrances and the aromas coming from the dressing that they're cooking and the macaroni and cheese. And, oh, Lord have mercy, did we smell chitlins? I'm like, really? I mean, they would come in with like buckets, like there's a 20-pound bucket, here's a 20-pound bucket, here's a 20-pound bucket. I'm like, who needs 60 pounds of whatever it is? Well, for those of you who understand what a chitterling is, they didn't call them chitterlings, they call them chitlins. Chitlins and hog moths. And they would come in, they would start cleaning the chitlins. Okay, Thanksgiving is on Thursday, Monday, Tuesday. They was cleaning chitlins on Monday and Tuesday because they had to put get the big giant Valdelia onion and stick it full of cloves. Tell me they would cut down on the smell. There is nothing that cuts down on the smell of chitlins. I don't care what I don't care how many onions you put in it. I don't care how many cloves you put in it. It might not be so prominent, but you could still smell chitlins. And everybody in the neighborhood was cleaning chitlins. And a couple of my family members, they were farming themselves out. Doing the holiday. It's 2024. They were farming themselves out, for hire to clean chitlins. And my brother, God rest his soul, he could clean a chitlin till it squeaked. And I was like, okay, y'all do know that y'all picking crap with us. You picking crap up. And my mother would tell us, she said, I don't care if you picking crap with a splinter, if you cleaning chitlins with a splinter, you be the best chitlin cleaning person on your line. And she always told us that, what, I don't care what you do. You do what you're going to be comfortable in. You do something where you'll get up and you are glad to get up and go to work. And she said one thing she couldn't stand lackeys. She could not stand. And see that, and I've overcome that bit of control. Just so you know, I'm not. Because I'm like, and I'm not a micromanager. I'm like, you tell me you can do it, I believe you can do it. I'm going to believe whatever you tell me until there's a reason not to believe what you told me. They said, well, mother love, you just can't be, you have to be able to discern what this. Listen, you tell me, I tell you. You tell me, I'll tell you. I'm not into all of that. Well, you know what he said about so and so and such and such. Why you so trusting? I'm like, he never said that to me. I never had a reason to not dislike her and not trust her. Okay, well, we already know one thing. In 2024, my mouth's still dry when I'm talking too much. I'm not talking too much. I just want to welcome all of you, all of my cyber babies, all of my radio babies, all of my world family, all of you who have stood with me, by me, and said, Mother Love, we love you. We love you. I have got such an outpouring of love from you all. And I didn't want to be one of them kind of people that, when you show up, they go, oh, Lord, here she comes. I didn't want to be that person, and I wasn't going to be that person. And I didn't think it would be right to just pulling people down. I did a great job, and I continue to do a great job in the community. And this is not me blowing my own, what kind of sort of like it is. And a couple of my girlfriends were saying, okay, Mother, if you have to embrace you have to embrace the love that you bring to the table. You have to embrace the atmosphere that the aura when people are gravitated to you. And I'm just thought that was what I'm supposed to do. I never think of this, as something that I was not supposed to do. I would, and my aunt, God rest her soul, my aunt used to tell me this all the time. Okay, I kind of thought you were a little right. She used to tell me all the time. She's like, David, you're gonna be an evangelist. I'm like, oh, what? No, I know what that is. She said, you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to stop it. I don't care how long it's gonna take, but you will do that. And I mean, I always thought I was doing the work of the Lord. I'm like, I'm the kind of person. I listen to God. I told you I tried to have a adult conversation with the Lord. And it was like real stupid. I was laying on my plan. I was telling him what I wanted to do, who I wanted to meet, where I was gonna go, and this is what I was gonna. Now I always thought I was gonna be rich and famous. I did not think I was gonna be rich and famous. I said I don't want to be rich and famous. Can I just be rich and richer? They don't need to know my name. They don't need to know what I do. They don't need to know I don't even have skeletons in my closet. Oh no, you open up my closet. They go, man, girl, let me tell you what she did in 1976. Oh, this gonna blow your socks off. So that's why, it's hard for me to lie a lot because lying make you forget stuff. When you start lying, you tell one line and it goes to somebody else. It's like that game Whisper. I know you guys remember Whisper. I whisper in your ear. I say, Shantae, okay, Daddy got blue socks and a purple shirt on that he liked to wear to his bowling club. Now you got to say, remember that and said the same thing. Okay, he got bowling shoes and he go shoot at the range. By the time, even if you got just 3 people playing the game with you, the story is going to change by the time it gets back to the original person. So and that's when you have to be able to discern. And I tell people all the time, I will believe you until you give me a reason not to. I'm the chick that's going to go to the wall with you. I'm going to the wall for you. I'm the chick that's coming with the shovel and the plastic bag. Yes, that's going to be me. You know that about the shovel. Let me tell you, I might not have told you this, but the difference between a good girlfriend and a great girlfriend. Your good girlfriend, you call her up, you go, oh my God, I tell me I hit him in it. I hit him in the head with the base, and he just went down and blood is all over his head. I don't know what to do. Deborah says, don't touch anything. Don't call anybody. Don't do anything until I get there. Just sit down and don't touch anything else. I'm coming. You wait on it. Great girlfriend. Girl, I done hit him in the head with the face. Blood is everywhere. I think he did. My great girlfriend, girl, I'm coming with the shovel and the plastic. I know y'all got that. I'm coming with the shovel and the plastic. That's only metaphorically speaking. People don't think I'm going around helping my girlfriends bash their husbands or their boyfriends in the back of their head. And they go, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a good girlfriend. That was just metaphorically speaking, because some of y'all could get a little testy on the detail. What we got to do is we got to do what we got to do. And we got to, make sure that we're looking out for each other. You can reach me on all of my websites, at the Mother Love Show on Facebook, at the X at Mother Love Show, on YouTube at Mother Love Show, on TikTok, the Mother Love Show, on Instagram at Mother Love Show. Listen, I done up my culture quotient. Thank you all very much that I'm on Indeed at the Mother Love Show. How about that? I'm just saying, we got to be able to, say what we gonna say and do what we gonna do, and just say it and let you please, can you? This is one thing I say this every year. Let your no mean no. You don't have to explain. Let your yes be yes. That means that you're the last person they're going to have to worry about. You're the last person they got to figure out logistics that you're going to know, okay, Mother Love is here. She already signed in. She already doing so and so and such and such. And I'm not beyond helping on any production. I mean, I wouldn't want anybody that is working with us at Team Mother Love and Mother Love Productions to ever, they know this. They all know this. Whenever they working with me, and I'm working with them, they're not gonna do anything that I would not be willing to do. Okay, we got to clean the toilets out, get ready for the next set of guests, and housekeeping hasn't shown up. I'm there. And that's 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 just who I am. That's just the kind of person that I am. And you think about the kind of person that you want to be, how you want to change, make differences, and make your life better. Because if you're not happy, I'm gonna tell you, you can't make anybody else happy. You can't do it because you're always gonna be looking for, oh, I'm putting this on over here. I don't have time to tend to myself. Let me, girl, fellas, if you don't tend to you first, I'm not saying be narcissistic and egotistical, because your ego is not your amigo. You got to understand you're not all the time running stuff. We have to learn what our lane is and how we stay in our lane to move our communities, to move our societies forward for the good. It's not just about all these, crazy rich people. Cause let me tell you something. I know that they don't think they're going to die, but their bodies are going to wear out. And who are they going to leave it to? What are they going to do? You can't take it with you. I've never seen a Brinks truck or UPS truck or a FedEx truck behind a hearse. I just saw the family car behind the hearse. So you got to make sure that you're protected. Make sure that your family is protected because God did not promise you tomorrow. Matter of fact, he didn't promise you or she didn't promise you the rest of the day. That's why you got to be ready. That's why you got to stay prayed up. That's why you got to stay close to the people that you love. That's because we need each other. Absolutely, we need each other. We cannot, I can't even believe I'm saying this in the 21st century and 2024. We cannot live in a silo. You can't do this, be in this little silo or a big silo by yourself. Somebody gonna need to come in there and help you with the grain. Somebody gonna need to open up the spigot. You can't do it. And we ought not to do it. Like I said earlier, let's hold hands and walk across the big streets together. We got to stop killing up one another. We got to stop abusing each other. The children are our future. I can't even imagine what these kids, I mean, not in the 21st century, what these kids in the Ukraine and Gaza and Africa and all of these countries, where it's just mayhem, because I need to have power. I need to have, but if nobody believes in you, where's your actual power? Okay, it's not about you, becoming this dictator. That's what you want to do. You won't live forever. You don't. You're not gonna live forever. And if you're killing off all the people who question you, who question your authority, who ask you, well, why do we need to do it this way? How about we not try it a different way? Or and then you come up missing. I'm still wondering what happened to Justice Anton Scalia. Just Google it. I'm just saying, not making this up. I'm not that clever. But I know this in my the clever that I am in. I know this. I know I'm clever enough to know I don't know everything. Oh, but I know everything else. I'm clever enough to know that I don't know everybody. Oh, but I know everybody else. And see, you never know who's watching you. You never know what the kids or your co-workers, what they're saying about you. So I'm like Bonnie Ray, give them something to talk about. Let them figure it out. Why am I so happy? I used to have this little plastic poster that fit right into my dorm room, right into my dorm window, right here. And I didn't have it up for a long time because my mother came down to visit me while I was at college. And when she saw the sign at the door, she said, oh, I'm taking that home with me. Because you can't barter with your mom. Well, I tried to barter with my mother. She told me, hell, forget out of my house right now. You don't leave me. I was like, okay. And I was backing out slowly like this because my mother had that stretch arm, strong arm. You know how your mama and your grandmama could just throw their arm out there and it seemed like it could reach 15 feet and they could snatch you back in and have not even got up out the seat. And don't even try to understand it. I'm just saying. So I was backing out. I said, what I think a lot of children want to hear, adult children especially. Uh, I wanted to be validated by my mother. I wanted her to acknowledge that I was her smart, adorable, clean up, nice a daughter who did very well in school, and to be somebody that she would be proud of. Okay, I ain't getting none of that until I turned 35. And she came out to see me. And she said, Baby, I'm so proud of you. The life you have put together for yourself and your family, you are forced to be reckoned with. And so I didn't jump up and down like, okay, Mom, I'm going to. Oh, almost fell down the stairs. I was like, I got it. Cool. And sometimes you don't get invalidated. And that's one of the reasons Mother Love is here, because I know what you're going through. Been there. I don't want you to be there. I don't want you to have to feel like you get stuck in the mire. Only time you should get stuck in the mire is when you're getting ready to cleanse yourself of all these toxic energy, all these toxic people, and you look in the mirror and you see. This is an exercise that I took many years ago, and I continue to do it periodically. Sit in front of the mirror, stand in front of the mirror, buck naked. I don't have eyelashes on, fingernails on, hair on. I'm just standing there buck naked. And I close my eyes, and then when I open up my eyes, all I could do was just bust out. That's what I knew. That's what I knew. My husband loves me in spite of myself. People love me in spite of myself. And a lot of people love me because of myself, because I don't let them see all the craziness that goes on in my head, because you know, I need to listen to the people in my head. I'm just saying. This is a new year. It's a new day. It's a new time for us to stand up, speak up, hold our forces together, hold hands crossing the big street, and make sure whatever you do, whomever you need to have somebody forgive you, you need to forgive somebody. Don't throw that under the water. Don't throw that under the bridge. Because I'm going to tell you, forgiveness, that is one of the most powerful tools you have in your emotional, in your spirit life, in your living life, is to be forgiven or to forgive. And remember this. Don't ever underestimate the power of forgiveness. If I don't tell you nothing else, you need to hear this from me out my mouth. See, I'm just a water here. I don't even say I'm gonna be a water here in 2024. I just want you to know from my heart, from my spirit, that I love you. I love you. And it doesn't matter. No matter how big or tall, short or small, thick or thin, it doesn't matter what skin you're in. Everybody needs some mother love now and then. I love you, babies. Have a wonderful, glorious, prosperous, healthy 2024. That's what y'all need to do, and that's what I'm saying to you. Thank you so much. And this is a live, but this is my first live show in 2020, and it's coming out the year. See how much I love you. I know really. I love you guys. I love you guys. Okay, I think that's it. I love you. Tito, I need a tissue.